Howdy Braves! From November 7th, 8 a.m. to November 10th, 10 a.m., Yearbook and NVTV spent 4 days in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The same Pennsylvania Mr. Dean talks about. And without introduction...
Welcome back to another YouTube video. Back at it again with NVTV vlogs.
I'm tired. I'm done.
Bro, match the energy on the intro. Another day, day in the life of NVTV crew. Why am I flexing my sweater like I got like NVTV merch on it? Today was our travel day, so it's very chaotic. Do you have any comments on our travel day?
Sleep is very important. If you don't get enough sleep, problems will happen.
How many hours of sleep do you have?
Not even
Roughly 30 minutes of sleep.
Don't try the new food. Just get what you're used to because it's or like you can, but like be cautious. Do not get the Cubano sandwich from this little thing. Oh my god, the Cubano sandwiches? No, thank you. No thanks.
Got anything to say?
They came out here before.
To start off our trip, we visited the Reading Terminal Market, where me, Peyton, Val, and the Big Bag Wolf himself, Augustine, ate at famous Frank's a Lot, established 1982, the same year Henry Stickmin was born. I ordered the chicken wings, mac and cheese, and the other people got fed also. Next up, we got into our rooms. Poor Destiny was under the weather and took advantage of the time to rest her busy brain. After a minute, we headed over to the Love Park. Not much to say here, it's a beautiful place. After a lengthy walk, we made it to the Rocky Stairs, the staircase that Rocky ran up in the Creed movie. Very cool stuff. Finally, we ended the day at the convention, where dozens of colleges specializing in journalism advertised themselves and had fun activities for us to play. We also had to wear these cool lanyards too. On the second day, a lot of us started going out to the conferences and such. Across the street was a Marriott Hotel, where the sessions were being held. 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Novi and Yearbook took 7 one-hour classes on how to improve ourselves. These classes were designed to give us advice on how to successfully run NVTV to the best of our abilities, giving you the best possible show. Unless you're one of those teachers who doesn't play the episodes because those extra 10 minutes are too valuable to waste. Step in. Anywho, we went on this trip for you guys. It wasn't a big 4-day vacation. We were working to give you a better show. After the sessions, Mr. Nelson and Miss Barron took us out on a tour bus to get a good look at Philadelphia. We saw the Liberty Bell, some very snappy architecture, and all of the above. Later, we got some famous Philly cheesesteaks. To be honest, they weren't anything special. A bit too dry for my taste, and I'll eat anything. Today was round 2 of the sessions. From 9 to 12, Novi took 3 more sessions before wrapping up the convention with a final session. After that, Novi visited Chinatown, where we got some goodies from Asia Crafts Incorporated. I got some stuffed Pokemon. Later, we tried eating at an authentic Chinese restaurant, yet they were all so packed, we couldn't get a seat, sadly. Finally, the day ends with the 9 NVTV students meeting up in the Home 2 Suite lobby to discuss the knowledge they gained from the convention. As a member who went to the convention, I feel it necessary to tell you what we plan on improving. How are you going to use the knowledge you learned from those sessions to improve NVTV?
First, I'm going to try to help myself, and then I'll help out everyone else.
I'm going to obviously apply the things I learned into NVTV, although it might be a little hard because these people don't listen, but I'll do my best.
I learned a lot about teamwork and how it's just important to be able to communicate, so I want to, especially as one of the presidents, to build in that communication amongst both periods, and then also just make sure that everyone's working together and that we're getting things done consistently and having episodes every single day.
I like the sports journalism, whether it be putting it on our news Instagram page. I definitely want to start to have a wider spectrum of covering more sports and getting more players highlighted for their achievements, even if they're smaller ones, like just giving them that highlight that they deserve, which goes along with like my mental health program. So giving them, the little spotlight that they deserve.
I learned that I need to be like a lot more disciplined on like just the people around me as a leader, and kind of like more stabilize the fact like, okay, we have a system here, and yes, we're a team, but we also have our leaders that are instructing you guys how to do things properly and for us to stay consistent,
Not much happened today. NVTV got up at 8 a.m. and waited until 11 a.m. when we departed for the airport. Our first flight was a 4-hour flight to Phoenix, Arizona for a layover, and then a 1-hour flight back to Ontario in California. Well, Braves, that effectively sums up the trip. I hope you enjoyed the story, and be sure to start expecting more from us here at NVTV. Well, that's all, Braves. Stay something.